In the British monarchy, tradition is everything. For centuries, the royal family has been defined by its rituals, its rules, and its unwavering sense of duty. The world has watched as generations of royals have upheld these customs, often appearing distant and reserved, symbols of continuity in a changing world. But then came Prince Harry, the so-called spare, the cheeky younger brother who never quite fit the mould. From a young age, Harry stood out, not just for his place in the line of succession, but for his mischievous spirit and willingness to break away from royal expectations. He grew up in the public eye, not as a distant figurehead, but as a relatable, sometimes flawed human being. The world saw him stumble, laugh, and learn, making mistakes and growing up just like anyone else, only with the added pressure of constant scrutiny. Harry's authenticity, his laughter, his candour, his willingness to challenge the status quo, made him the royale who felt real. He wasn't afraid to show his true self, even when it meant going against the grain or facing criticism from the establishment. He broke from the stiff upper lip mentality, showing emotion and speaking his mind. Whether he was expressing grief, joy, or frustration, Harry let the world see his heart, making him more approachable and human than many royals before him. Younger generations saw in him a prince searching for purpose, not just privilege. He connected with people his own age and younger, inspiring them to believe that even those born into tradition can forge their own path and make a difference. His journey has been marked by triumphs and struggles, all under relentless media scrutiny. Every step, every misstep has been dissected by the press, making his path more challenging but also more relatable to those who have faced their own battles in the public eye. Unlike royals of the past, Harry's life has been an open book, making him one of the most compelling figures of our time. He's shared his vulnerabilities, his hopes, and his struggles, inviting the world to see the person behind the title. He's used his platform to support veterans, advocate for mental health, and protect his family. His commitment to service goes beyond royal duty. It's a personal mission shaped by his own experiences and challenges. Harry's courage to question the institution and connect on a human level sets him apart. He's not afraid to speak out for what he believes in, even when it means facing criticism or controversy. He's not just a royal, he's a prince for the people. In redefining what it means to be royal, Harry has shown that authenticity, compassion and courage can be just as powerful as tradition. Prince Harry's early life was shaped by the monarchy's strict traditions and expectations. From a young age, he was constantly in the public eye, learning to navigate the unique pressures that come with being born into royalty. Every move was watched, every gesture scrutinized, and the weight of royal duty was ever present. Yet his mother, Princess Diana, was determined to give her sons a different perspective. She wanted Harry and William to see the world beyond the palace gates, to understand life outside the royal bubble, and to experience the realities faced by ordinary people. Diana took Harry and William to places few royals had ever visited: amusement parks, homeless shelters, and public charity events. She believed that exposing them to both joy and hardship would help them grow into compassionate individuals. At HIV/AIDS clinics, Diana taught her sons to treat everyone with kindness and dignity, regardless of their circumstances. These experiences instilled in Harry a deep sense of empathy and a genuine desire to connect with people from all walks of life. After completing his studies at Eton, Harry chose a path less travelled by royals. He took a gap year, working on a remote Australian cattle station, where he learned the value of hard work and independence, far from the comforts of royal life. He also spent time volunteering with orphans in Lesotho, Africa. It was there that he witnessed the impact of poverty and illness firsthand, planting the seeds for his future charity, Sentabale, dedicated to helping vulnerable children. The tragic loss of his mother when he was just 12 years old, and the overwhelming public grief that followed, marked a turning point in Harry's life. The pain and confusion of that period led to years of struggle and rebellion. As a teenager, Harry's mistakes and missteps were broadcast around the world by the relentless British tabloids. Yet this vulnerability and openness about his struggles made him more relatable to the public, showing that even royals are not immune to hardship. Over time, these formative experiences shaped Harry's independent spirit and growing sense of responsibility. He began to channel his energy into causes he cared about, using his platform to make a difference. Choosing to join the military rather than following a purely ceremonial path was a defining move for Harry. He wanted to prove himself through service and dedication, not just by virtue of his birth. Serving alongside fellow soldiers, Harry earned their respect and forged bonds that transcended his royal status. He was determined to earn his place through action and commitment. Ultimately, Harry's early choices and unconventional upbringing set him apart from generations of royals before him, shaping the man he would become and the legacy he continues to build. Prince Harry's humanitarian work is central to his story. The Invictus Games, his signature achievement, empower wounded veterans through sport and recovery. He's been a groundbreaking advocate for mental health, sharing his own struggles and encouraging open conversations. Harry's passion for conservation, especially in Africa, reflects his commitment to global causes. His involvement is personal and hands-on, not just ceremonial. This authenticity cements his reputation as a prince who truly cares. Harry joined the military to escape royal confines and prove himself. At Sandhurst, he was Officer Cadet Wales, just one of the lads. He served 2 tours in Afghanistan, first as a forward air controller, then as an Apache helicopter pilot. Combat missions gave him first-hand understanding of sacrifice and the realities of war. Military life gave him structure, discipline, and a sense of belonging. These experiences shaped his worldview and deepened his commitment to veterans. Even after leaving the army, he championed causes for wounded warriors and their families. His identity as a soldier is integral to who he is. Service, courage, and loyalty remain at the heart of his life. The world was captivated when Harry's relationship with Meghan Markle became public. Meghan, a successful biracial American actress, represented a new vision for the monarchy. Their wedding blended tradition and modernity, signalling a more inclusive royal family. As working royals, they connected with young people and championed shared causes. Their popularity brought both admiration and increased media scrutiny. Negative press, especially targeting Meghan, exposed the challenges of modernizing the monarchy. The birth of their son, Archie, highlighted their desire for privacy and a different path. Their choices opened the door to a more modern monarchy, but also revealed deep-rooted institutional challenges. Harry and Meghan's impact was undeniable. They changed the royal conversation. In 2020, Harry and Meghan stunned the world by stepping back as senior royals. They sought financial independence and a life prioritizing family well-being. Settling in California, they launched Archewell, focusing on compassion-driven projects. Freed from royal protocol, they embraced global advocacy, signing major media deals and championing social causes. Harry continued his mental health work, joining Better Up as Chief Impact Officer. In America, they could raise their children privately, away from relentless tabloid scrutiny. Their new chapter redefined what it means to be a modern royal. It's a life built on personal choice, purpose, and freedom. Harry's journey has been marked by controversy, especially since leaving royal life. His legal battles with the British press and outspoken criticism of media practices have polarized opinion. Accusations of hypocrisy, like advocating for climate action while using private jets, have fueled debate. Despite criticism, many admire his willingness to challenge norms and fight for his family. Harry remains a divisive but deeply influential figure, unafraid to stand his ground. In 2021, Harry and Meghan's Oprah interview shocked the world, revealing struggles with mental health and allegations of racism within the royal family. The interview exposed deep family rifts and painted the monarchy as out of touch. Harry's memoir, Spare, offered an unprecedentedly candid look at his life, his grief, trauma, and strained family relationships. The book was both praised for its honesty and criticised for airing private matters. Supporters saw it as a powerful testimony about the pressures of royal life. Both the interview and memoir were Harry's attempts to reclaim his narrative. They marked a turning point in his journey, explaining why he chose a different path. In 2025, Prince Harry finds himself in a truly unique position. He remains a prince by birth, but is no longer a working royal, having chosen a new life in California. Far from the palaces and traditions of the UK, Harry has embraced a different pace and perspective, blending his royal heritage with the laid-back lifestyle of the West Coast. The move has allowed him to step away from the constant scrutiny of the British press and the rigid expectations of royal protocol, giving him space to redefine his identity. Despite the physical distance, his relationship with King Charles and Prince William remains complicated and strained. Years of public disagreements and private tensions have left deep scars, and while the world speculates about possible reconciliation, the path forward is uncertain. The bonds of family are strong, but so are the wounds that have yet to heal. Now, Harry's role is shaped by his own choices and passions, rather than royal duty. He is free to pursue projects that resonate with his values, from philanthropy to advocacy, and to use his platform in ways that feel authentic to him. While he may still attend important family events and ceremonies, a full return to royal life seems increasingly unlikely. The divide between his current world and his royal past grows wider with each passing year, making a permanent return improbable. Yet Harry remains committed to ensuring his children know their UK family and heritage. He wants Archie and Lilibet to understand where they come from, to feel connected to their roots, and to appreciate the importance of family ties, even across continents. In the United States, he and Meghan have poured their energy into the Archewell Foundation, championing causes like mental health, community support, and global advocacy. Their work aims to create positive change, not just for themselves, but for people around the world. The Invictus Games, founded by Harry, remain his flagship project, a powerful link between his military service and his ongoing commitment to veterans. Through these games, he continues to inspire and empower wounded servicemen and women, building a legacy of resilience and hope. As he steps onto the global stage, Harry is evolving from a national figure into an international advocate. He collaborates with world leaders, speaks at major conferences, and uses his voice to address issues that transcend borders. In this new chapter, Harry has traded the prescribed duties of royalty for a life of chosen purpose. He is building a legacy on his own terms, guided by his convictions and a desire to make a meaningful impact. Ultimately, Prince Harry's story is one of breaking away from tradition, speaking his truth, and redefining what royal service can mean in a modern world. His journey is far from over, and the next chapter promises to be just as compelling.